Hi. This is Matt Porter here. So, I've been out investigating quite a bit lately. And so far, all my investigating equipment is getting taken care of. Or getting taken from me. In the past, such equipment as this, clearly used by Sherlock Holmes to investigate procedures. So far, I've had my small business knives, such as this, confiscated, and they are my crime scene sifters. I mean, I reported a possible dead woman, and they're scared of that little knife or something. My little investigating knife. Now, this is my skinning knife. Notice it's a buck. It doesn't have the quick open feature. It's got a nice belly on it for skinning. I just picked this up not long ago. It's really light. It's kind of clumsy, but you gotta be sure what you're doing. My little business knife does have the fast open. It's kind of made for when you're opening boxes, or you have tools in your hand, or you're opening a letter, or doing something that requires you to have both your hands in operation. You're all aware of my normal old buck knife, about the size of this, and with the brass ends and the wood and the brass and the lock back feature that makes it really safe. And the traditional skin knife, the old one. Now this, I picked this up. This is my only real tactical blade, and so far I used it for tactically placing my phone in position to put the camera at an angle to see the action that's going on in my video shot. So that's my tactical knife. Now, I'm actually cooking myself and stuff like that, and I've had to buy some cutlery. And this is also an investigation knife. This is my new one. My new investigation knife. It is army green, to show that I am representing like the highest law of the fucking land. I even have United Nations pants. Now, this is quite a bit longer than the normal knives I carry, because I usually like this a small business knife, as I don't kill shit. Also a buck knife, one of the best brands in the company, like the beer store, like the Ironheart, like all his sponsors, like the cannabis company we represent, like Carhartt here, like Waterloo Brewing. This is the kind of shit I represent. I represent law. Now, this knife, even though it's much bigger, it usually has a quick open feature. You cannot grab it. It's not a quick open knife. You have to actually stick your thumb in there, open it. Now, I did tactically do something with it to just test it out a little bit, and the blade locked into place, so it definitely won't stab you, but you need another implement to open the lock. But it's very nice, very sharp. I actually cut myself cleaning it. I just cut it like a normal knife, and I pulled my blade into it. You gotta cut blade facing you and be very, very, very fucking careful. Now, you all seen me cooking the other day. So, like, I'm a person who consumes twigs. Let me ask you that. What makes twigs easy to operate? This, right? This makes twigs easy to operate. I mean, I have some camping and farming implements. This is how I cut down my corn cobs and weed plants. My business hardware. If it scares you, are you breaking the fucking law? Ask me that. Ask me that. And I've already gave you law to read. I gave you a few pages, namely the United Nations Crimes Against Humanity page, on the internet, on the website, at the official site. I presented to you, to the investigator, law written that guards and deals with, like, my major issues, which is the FAA, the Firearms Acquisition Act, and the Financial Administration Act. Both pertinent laws to do with the situation, or pertinent acts. Now, I've gotten into my rights before and told you that I have the right to free travel. And the lawyers tell me on the internet it's free and unrestricted travel, right? And I have a right to business, so I do have a right to investigate. Like, we can call me internal affairs because I put everything public. It's all visible. Now, if I'm scared of somebody with a weapon, who's got a fucking gun? Who uses that, or uses that as a power tool every fucking moment of their interaction? I mean, I've never threatened anybody. I said something would happen, and if someone didn't investigate into necessary matters, but that was just public outrage. Now, I feel there is shit going on, but at the same time, I don't see nothing. So you can kind of see the shit I represent, and you kind of see the shit that you represent. So, when there's law that needs to be dealt with, like the poisoning of the creek, the ongoing genocide, like, as an entity sworn to protect the public, whose fucking job is it? I have Tourette's. Sorry if I swear a little bit. It happens. I cannot help it. And this is a public safety shop. Here, check this out. Consumables, my bag. I gotta get more campus stuff, but this is what I'm representing on First Nations, Six Nations Res. Public Federal Investigator. Pop. Food. Fruit. Pop. Water. A couple different brands I believe to be good. At least drinkable. Got stuff to investigate stuff such as my my chest cam, body cam. Got a weight scale to measure stuff. Got a measurement tool. Have a light. So let's investigate. Let's see what we're investigating. So I always carry this so I can see stuff or light my cigarettes because it's the cleanest fire. My investigator bag. My newest purchase today, orange highlighter so I can highlight papers. I usually carry scissors for dealing with materials. In my auxiliary or main bag, main part. Let's see. Paper towel for cleaning my hands. Didn't have my bag on me at the time because I wasn't investigating. Oh, investigation. Oh, we have a notebook here. 120 pages. Sold by the fucking company. I have investigation notes. Very big ones. Got to contact the Canadian firearms officer. More investigation. More investigation. More investigation. Links. More investigation. Legal matters. Now let's see what else I got here. I know you guys took my arrows and my bow, which is a toy, and I have the email from the company stating such. Oh, damn. Now, I bought a cheap knife, which isn't really much of a problem. Now this contained, let's go through this. I'll get through the other stuff before we get to the broken bit that I just broke. So, 3 extra pens, 1 normal, 2 gel. I have my mini magnifying glass with tweezers for slivers or investigating a major crime scene, as you can double glass it and pick up the smallest little tiny little piece of shit. Measuring tool, small measurements unless I need my big kit. Okay, those are those things. Now we got the broken knife. It just broke when I dropped it. The side came off and I could probably fix that. Use stronger glue than they use from the factories, and they're probably better than new. So immediately in my investigator bag, I have another little pair of scissors for what I could modify to tweeze stuff, to pick up stuff if I don't feel this is necessary, or to not get not to tamper the crime scene. As we've all learned from TV, what the fuck goes on at a fucking crime scene. I have a tiniest little fucking knife. I have a little metal file for maybe fixing my field arm in the field. Then we have toothpick, maybe poking around, maybe cleaning my teeth, I don't know. More little tweezers. Oh, I don't have to modify my scissors. Got tiny little tweezers. Then we have the broken handle. It's on a key ring. Could put it on a handy dandy keychain. But I'm leaving it as backup in my bag. So now we'll put these back. Put my pens back in the bag, along with my single arrow I had in case I had to catch food while I was out investigating. Now, I got my handy dandy marker. I got my bag here. Now let's put the tweezers back. And my main investigation notebook. Okay, move that. So now we open my bag. And immediately, what do we see? So, I have my inspector flashlight to inspect things I find during my investigation or at night. I believe I had one taken from me. I have my empty money clipped to the side of my bag. I use it's handy dandy to keep money. If your hands are poisoned and you don't want anybody to touch it, you take the clip off, you open your wad, and then you deal or you let them take out a bill, and then put it back in your pocket, and your money doesn't really get contaminated. Here is my potato knife / crime scene sifter / utility knife. As I do trust this knife. It is lighter and it's not normal as to what I'm used to or what you would expect from an army knife, but this may be tactical in how it's not a weapon. How it's just a useful functioning blade for me to eat potatoes and assist crime scenes. Extra pack of cigarettes in case I'm in the field. You never know what I'll run into, or if I get contaminated or contaminate my cigarettes. Tin of matches. I have my good nighttime light for having light at nighttime, and then I can use my tiny tweezers and pick up the tiniest thing. I have my brand new bandana for soaking up toxins and poisons or even sweat, because it is a toxin itself. But this is what I have in my bag. This is my investigator bag. Life-saving medication, Benadryl, could save somebody having an allergic reaction. Myself or somebody I could run into. Life-saving medicine. Please don't have that. Bit of charcoal for absorbing poison, toxin I come into. Extra book? Extra book. I got an extra book here. Kleenex, cleaning myself or poisoning. Another measuring tool, small, accurate. And last but not least, we have this pair of socks. Maybe strain water in the field if really fucking have to, but keep poisons off your feet and your feet dry, especially in cold weather. So, we put socks in. We put my glass in. Then we put the ruler on the side. Then now we put, I like this on top just to keep everything kind of sealed. So we'll put the napkins, personal napkins. Then we'll put the charcoal, the book and the medicine. Pack of cigarettes, matches. I do believe I had a lighter in it, and I actually had to use it because I was poisoned. So we take this. It doesn't seem effective. It seems clean after I cleaned it earlier, but we wipe it off. My hands are clean right now, as clean as can be. Wipe it off. Put it back in the bag. Now, my money clip might have been affected. I might not have cleaned that. I might not have thought of it, but we're wiping that down. Okay. Money clip back. And if I keep finding poisons that burn my lips while I do this, I'll have to keep going back through and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning until I don't. Or I'll buy all new stuff, whatever comes first. But at this point in time, I have limited resources, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. Flashlight. Clips on the bag. Blood seems to stick to stainless steel pretty good. I cut my hand, it was hard to clean. It did come off, but potatoes are also hard to clean, so in the field, I'll show you. The knife back in the bag. Now at this point in time, my body likes the rum. The alcohol or the vodka seems too hot. Now where did that go? Oh, here it is. I thought I had it locked up, but I was just using it. But Bacardi white rum. If I were to use any rubbing alcohol, I would use this, as it does not hurt you. I'll explain. Medical rubbing alcohol has 1% poison in it. It does harm you. If you use white rum as rubbing alcohol, it seems to work and doesn't seem to adversely affect your body at this point. The vodka, like I say, even if you have to intake just the smallest drop at this moment, it seems a little hot. We'll check it out. See, it seems watery right now. That's where the rum seems superior, but because when I was poisoned and I was trying to neutralize that from my mouth, it seemed a little hot. But that's my bag. Put my handy bandana back over it. It's not as sealed as it is because I got cigarettes out. There we go. Barrier between the bottom layer and the cigarettes, which would be my first consumable if I was to do something, but really should be the last thing I fucking do. But okay, there's my bag. Now I usually do keep a single arrow in there for my tiny little toy crossbow in case I have to get a rabbit, or I haven't yet got to test it that fully to see if I could even get a rabbit with it at this point, but I do have the manufacturer email saying it is a toy. So, like, I'm on a disability, but I'm representing everything. The law, the government, the business. This is my work bag. This is what I do. So, I don't see at any point how any of those things I had are weapons. Up to and including that bolt that police may have. It's actually part of an investigation. I was investigating it, and it leads to a pretty big international-wide thing that goes all the way to Israel. And I've had reports of this from the public, and it correlates with the information I have and the business and what it is and how it operates and everything, man. Okay, take my hand dandy. Orange highlighter, clip on the bag. It's on the bag. So now my bag's getting hard to close again because I'm getting lots of stuff in it, but I wonder if I can figure out the last 3/4 of the bag, what if it would close easier. Because right now that little thing isn't, the little turny knob isn't supported. Oh, there we go. Just have to move my cigarettes. Bag seems really full, and I need to get a heavy-duty tactical belt, but that's my bag. Tell me when it's a weapon. And tell me whose weapon I should be worried about here. Because I'm representing, like, the highest law. Tell me that. Get back to me. Let's have a smoke, and then I'll go, and then you can think about it. Oh, I get a hot breath of poisons every now and then. But so far, and honestly, tobacco, smoke, and a little bit of heat, and the alcohol, and even marijuana smoke seems to help at this point. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff we can talk about. I was, my book maybe did get taken by the police, so we'll see what's going on. But there's a whole, I had like 3 pages of stuff involving this investigation, and I was kind of waiting until we're done, or until I die and someone exposed everything that was going on. So far, that vodka's not coming in as hot as it was when it first happened. Now I have a small supply of food and drink that I feel I should use up and restock before I offer to the public, just as to contamination and stuff, and so I can really clean the area. Oh, I had my book. Ace. So transportation. Work receipt. Work receipt. Case or pleading the case. Better mark that down as seems to go with other pages. Okay, it's cool. I'm reviewing my notes, making other notes about pages. I need an SD card. International Criminal Court. Medical page. Now, moonshine would seem to be a good rubbing alcohol if had good bottle. Had more earworms from the radio, catchy music. Oh, yep, this is a big page. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages of single line, short description, criminal events, and everything going the fuck on. Now, I was working on more transportation. Got the anti-fraud line there. The business. Guns. Okay. Yep, that's my page. Alright, my smoke's done. Let's go back to my business pages. Okay. Oh, my cool pen was there. My gel pen. Even though it's probably horrible for the environment. So that's tonight's video. Have a good night, YouTube. See you guys later.